Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the MLB Odds Couple show for Tuesday, August 23rd. And Mike Brenner and I are, we're chugging along. Let's throw the record up. Overall on the year, I'm even. Overall on the year, Mike Brenner is significantly down. But in August, we're both way up.
Just trying to plunge along, Pistol Pete.
Way up in August. I don't know. We got a 15-game card here, full slate of games.
Did you think it was possible to come way up in August? Because I know you had a lot of doubt with me.
Listen,
I could tell.
Yeah, anything's possible, but I'll tell you, I am sitting here very shocked. Okay, both of us.
All right, well, give me a high five then, by God. We're doing our job.
I thought it was possible that one of us would come up a little bit in August.
We're
both of us
coming
up double digits.
Are we up double digits?
Blowing my mind. Yeah, double digits. You're close to 20 units on the month. I'm about 15 or so.
All right, well, let's keep
way
getting
up.
it done
All right,
then,
so
Pistol Pete.
here we go. Tuesday, August 23rd, full card.
Oof.
Some things that look interesting to me. The first thing that looks interesting to me, I bet it on the overnight. Now it's moved significantly. I took Baltimore minus one. Mm-hmm. I got it at plus money. Now it would be minus money if I had to take it.
Who's towing the rubber for them?
Lopez is towing the rubber for Washington. He's one of these rookies with great stuff. He's coming off of a great start, so that makes me think that his next start might be a little shaky. Very up and down, great stuff, but could easily see this being a down start for him, especially after what happened last time. Gossman's been a little bit shaky, not great, but I could see him bouncing back from his last start. He had some control issues. I took Baltimore on the overnight, and it's moved big time in my favor. So I guess that's an endorsement. I don't know whether I'd want to take it now. What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't talk you off the ledge, Pete. Yeah. Washington is showing some little, bumps and stuff. I mean, they had bases loaded in the last inning last night to get it done and couldn't get the run by. I don't know. I think this team's struggling again, and I think some of it is in the managing. I've said it before, man. You got good managers and great managers. Dusty Baker, he's just a good manager. Yeah. I wouldn't talk you off the ledge. Baltimore's got to start turning it on.
Yeah, I guess I will. I took the overnight. When I took it, it was minus 136 on the money line. Now the best line would be minus 155.
Ooh, wow, that's a good sign.
But all right, I'll take them on the minus.
Pull that trigger, baby.
Yeah, money line part minus 155, and the run line part will be plus 130, and so I guess that'll work out to about minus 115 or something like that.
I like that. I got to ask you something before you get into the next game. Are you still tweeting out these second halves? I'm just going to put it out there right in front of camera. I've got viewers that are asking me, how come Pete's not tweeting out second halves?
I don't know.
Well, we need to get that answer. We need to take care of these people for real, bro. You're on fire. You need to help them out.
All right, the next one, and then the next one I'm thinking about
is nothing personal.
Sure. Right. Is Toronto also minus one?
Yeah, I like
Skaggs has been, he's been shaky his last few starts, and just in general, it's more a fate of the Angels right now. Dickey,
Dickey scares me though.
Yeah, he scares you. He's also a little more scary at home, but it's not a high line, and I think it's worth a fade of the Angels. What do you think about Toronto?
I'm taking Toronto on the second half, Pete, because I think if LA's going to do any damage, the Angels are going to do it early with Dickey. That's my thought. Okay. I just, when a knuckleballer late in the season at his age, that worries me when you're looking at a Mike Trout, that even though that team is not going anywhere and they know it, he still is driven by he's just an excellent ball player. So that part scares me, but I do like Toronto going up against Skaggs. Like you said, he's been struggling as of late, and shit's going to get real in Toronto today. But I'm going to go one pick on this game, Pete. Toronto on the second half.
All right, should be about plus 105 or plus 100, something like that.
What do you think? Would you talk me off that ledge?
No. I mean, obviously, I completely agree with you that Dickey is scary here, especially at home. Looking at his year-long stats at home, that's a scary proposition. The Angels, though, I'm not sure if their lineup is. It doesn't scare me either. All right, I'm going to take Toronto. On the minus one line, Pinnacle line minus 142, and then the run line part will be plus 141. So that'll be plus 100 for Toronto. Hopefully we'll both cash that. What else do you have for us, Mike Brenner?
You still planning on going to the Big Apple next week?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Like it. Look here, I'm going with this, Pistol. I'm going with Cleveland. Salazar has major issues. He's gotten pounded. He hasn't even lasted 7 innings, I think, total in his last 2 or 3 starts. All right, he's got some inflammation in his elbow. They say it's gone. He says he feels really good. Going up in Oakland against Manea. What I'm going to do on this game is I'm going to go the second half with Cleveland because I'm still worried about Salazar.
Sure.
All right, and then I'm also going to do a full game run line with Cleveland because I think at the end they're going to separate themselves. And I've been clicking on some run lines, so I think I'm going to continue right here, Pistol.
All right. Well, the second half line will be about minus 125 or minus 130 or so. And then the full game run line, best line here is plus 111.
All right. Any thoughts on talking me off the ledge?
He came back. He had one start back from coming back from the DL. Obviously, it was awful, but his velocity was way up. It was just his command and control that was up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big wild card. I like it, Mike Brenner. I like it.
I'm feeling good about it, Pete. And they need a bit. And Oakland is just pounded with injuries.
Yeah, they really are.
My God, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Their injury list looks like Suge Knight's arrest record.
Yeah, not bad. That's a nice one, Mike Brenner. Then I'm going to take a second half here. I'm going to take Texas on the second half. They're at Cincinnati. Holland's coming back, and
Australia on the mound.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I like your second half there.
Yeah, I don't want any part of him.
Buddy, I don't either.
How deep will he go? I don't know. Holland's a wild card, but later in the game, Texas is, the Clash should take over here. Their lineup is way better, I think, than Cincinnati. So I'll take them on the second half.
I like that,
I believe is minus 130. I think.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
right.
your thoughts there.
Yeah. All right, Mike Brenner. What else can we give our viewers?
Well, here's what I got right here. I'm going to take Detroit. Sanchez, his last game was a masterpiece.
Yes.
He finally put something really, really good together. Minnesota sending Gibson to toe the rubber. He struggles versus J.D. Martinez and Cabrera and a few of those other guys. He really does. He's got a 5.50 or something ERA against Detroit as a whole. This is when Detroit has to make some decisions. Either we're going to get this done or we're not. They're healthy enough. They got to get it done, and I just think they're going to get to Gibson early and often. But Pistol Pete, I'm only going to go one play. Full game money line. Give me Detroit.
Full game money line on Detroit. The best line here at SBRodds.com, minus 109.
I mean,
minus 109.
Any thoughts on this, or would you talk me off the ledge?
Sanchez is really tricky. He had, obviously, in the year he was getting crushed, looking almost into auto fade territory.
And I looked at his last game 2 different times. I even looked at some highlights of it. Pete, he looked amazing. So I'm hoping he can just, springboard off of that.
And then 3 starts ago, he had an awesome start. Then his start after that was at Texas, which I correctly predicted would be a bad start for him. Then his last start, I think I stayed off it because I wasn't sure what to make of him, and it was awesome. So, who knows?
And there's that Minnesota factor, though, because I've said this, several times this month alone, Pete, that Minnesota and Atlanta are the 2 teams that are absolutely playing spoiler role. So they are capable of that, but I think Detroit, they know they got to get it done. Alan Trammell's got to manage this team today, Pistol Pete.
All right, I think I might just stick with that, although there's 2 other plays that
I don't believe it, because by the end of the filming, you'll probably have 3 or 4.
The one play that I'm leaning towards, but I don't think I'm going to take is Colorado-Milwaukee under. Gray Anderson's been sneaky good recently, and John Gray, of course, a big arm for Colorado. He's been shaky.
You know what? You talk about a tale of 2 teams. This Colorado team, when they're not at home and they're on the road, it's like night and day. Night and day.
Well, it makes sense. All right, is there anything else you want to go
I am. I'm going for it, buddy. They clicked for me last night. You can't stop this train. You can't stop it. If you can, I dare you to try. All right, Jake Arrieta's on the mound for the Cubbies, baby. All right, Friedrich, I don't need to say anymore. He's 0-3 in his last 3. Even though a respectable 4.58, he has not gotten a lot of run support, and obviously we know why. That team is really struggling offensively, but this team is picking up speed, buddy, and last night did wonders for their, because, they had there's 2 losses before that, or 1 or 2 losses. I love it. I think they're going to get it done. Arrieta is just going to be on fire. He's 2.79 ERA his last 3. He's 3-0. He's got a 1.06 whip. So this team's going to continue. That train's going to keep rolling. Talk to me about a first-half run line, Pistol Pete, with the Cubbies.
First half run line for
he
the
says,
Cubs.
I love
Let's
it.
see what this is. Let's see what
he
this
didn't
is.
think I was coming back.
Well,
I know it.
Yeah, minus 1. It was split. You can chop around and get a little bit of a better line. Minus 160.
Oh, woo.
Minus 160.
I got to take it. I got to take it. That's a big risk for me, and I don't like going over 150, Pete. How about a full game run line?
Full game run line for the Cubs. Best line here, line shopping, would be minus 135.
Okay, that's respectable. Pete, what do you think about a team total? I got to push on that last night with them, but I think tonight they're going to take it over the edge.
The total here is 7.5 or 8, so it's probably
4.5.
No. I think it'll be 5. Yeah.
Really? On a small total like that? Okay.
I think it'll be 5.
I'm going with it.
Maybe you might be right. It might be 4.5 juiced or 5, like minus 115 or something.
And we'll let you know. But that's what I'm going with that. That's the over 4.5 or 5.
All right. And there's a couple of other no balls plays that I'm not going to give, but I'll mention. Casey on the second half, they've been really rolling, haven't they?
Right. They're 64 and 60 right now. This team now has a shot. Pete, This is the same team last year. Everybody said, oh, they're done because the year before they lost, and they came back and won the World Series last year. This team knows how to get it done. They got enough veteran leadership in there. I'll tell you what, I think, and Miami's really faltering as of late, struggling offensively,
so
Pete.
Casey on the second half.
If it's the big balls playing today, pull the trigger.
No. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna see how it goes. We'll see how they do when they go into Miami. It could be a little bit different.
Okay.
And then what's the other one that was the Colorado Milwaukee under is also a no balls play, and also Houston Pitt under I think is also
what's going
no
on Pittsburgh,
play.
Pete? I'm going to tell you something. If they don't start stringing off 5 and 6 in a row, that team's going down, and I'm telling you, they're going to make some changes. This is the first season that Andrew McCutchen hasn't earned his paycheck, and you know what? It's hard to get up every day and do what he does, but that team is really lacking something, and I don't know if it's an on-field leader, somebody to take over in that locker room, but they were cashing tickets for me last year. I'm staying away from them.
Yeah, and now they're going against that stud Musgrove.
I know. Now you have had a great call on him.
Well, no, he had a terrible start in his last start, and I was on him on that one. But he's had 3 great starts off of 1 terrible start, and I'm guessing that he'll have a good start here. But Nova's also been sneaky good in the
he's starting to find his way over there.
I'm leaning under 8.5. I bet it, but it's going to be a no balls play. I'm going to hold off it for now. Both lineups are decent, and let's see. I guess that's about it. Bumgarner's making another start. You don't want to mention that.
I'm not touching that one. Isn't he Maeda?
Yeah, and then all right.
How about the Dodgers last night? 7 home runs in one game yesterday afternoon. Jesus.
All right, is that it for you?
That's it for me, Pistol
right,
Pete. I'm going to review them while you see if you can pull out 1 or 2 more, and then do a little plug here. All right, buddy, we're going to ride that Cubs train, and there's no reason not to until they show us not to. First half run line, God, it's higher than I like, but I'm going to do it today. -160. Full game run line -135, and a team total, it's probably going to be 4.5 or 5. We'll let you know. That's 3 shots on the Cubbies. I'm also going to roll heavily today with Cleveland Indians. Full game run line +111, and a second half should be about -125 according to my line shopper, Pistol Pete.
Right.
And then Detroit, full game money line -109, and to top it off, and hopefully Brenner can keep it. No, not hopefully. That sounds like you talking. We're going to keep this momentum going. Toronto, second half should be about +105. Pistol Pete, what do you think about all that?
Good. Sounds good. I think overall you have a bunch of I think you're going to have another winning day based on your plays you got here. I'm on the 3 that I have, the Baltimore -1, Toronto -1, and Texas on the second half. All right, and let's quickly plug sportsbookreview.com.
Absolutely.
The football season's about to start. If you want to find another book or 2 or 3 or 4 to load up at for football season, sportsbookreview.com is where you want to go. They're rated and they're reviewed, so all the key important things you need to know are at the site, and of course they're graded, and they tell you why they're graded. Sportsbookreview.com.
Hey guys, coming up Tuesday on Sportsbet, first place on the line, the Giants and the Dodgers. Bad beats, bad bets, bad from the books, and a lot of key players back at practice in the NFL, and 6 guys arrested at Notre Dame. It's coming up on Sportsbet, Betting Insight.
Hey, Pete, we're 2 weeks away from regular season kicking off in NFL, and just like Pete said, you got to get aggressive with that. And you know what? Because I used to deposit like 100 or 200 here. Put it all, get it in there now because you're going to get the bigger bonus. So take advantage of that and beat that bookie's ass.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday card.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBRSportsPicks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.